From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Well, today is a day later than it was yesterday, 2016.
It is Thursday.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to say. And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
Now, you had to put our email address up there so people know who I am, right?
That's right. And who to send complaints to.
That's right. No, don't do that either. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. We are rounding out to the end of another busy week here in Wayne County.
I know. One more day, and then that's it, and then that's the end of that, and then
That's right.
and then that's that. So there. But it's today is Thursday.
Yes.
We know that much. It's sometime in April, and we're
The 14th.
14th. That's what I meant to say, and it's approaching the 15th. That's coming up soon as well. So okay. So what do you want to do now?
Well, I know we're going to have a trivia question, but
Yeah, we
very
will.
quickly,
Yes.
this afternoon we're going to be with Ed Southern Foods for their ribbon cutting at 3:30
yeah.
and open house of the Tours Above Goldsboro Drug Company from 4 to 6 that day. And yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you're able to attend. Tomorrow is Friday, right?
The 15th.
I got it. Okay. Well, Have the Heart for Kids is tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at the Terrace Room downtown Goldsboro. There at the corner of Walnut and Center Street. Right. Anyway, it's at 6 p.m. and this is for the Communities in Schools program. It's $30 per person, $60 per couple. And there's going to be sparkles and spirits, hors d'oeuvres and such at the event. Lots of entertainment as well, and the silent auction. This is Have a Heart for Kids for the Communities in Schools is tonight. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. That's right.
With our great friend, Selena Bennett, who's the Executive Director over at Communities and Schools. And you want to talk about an organization that's getting stuff done, you can check them out online to learn more. And if you're able to support and attend the event tomorrow night, that is wonderful. If you're not able to attend, but you have a heart for kids and want to support, they will gladly accept any donations that you feel so led to make.
That is exactly right. All right, this weekend, April 16th, that's Saturday, the 38th Greater Goldsboro Road Run gets underway. The second oldest in North Carolina, second oldest sanctioned run in North Carolina. And that gets underway this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. One of the oldest in North Carolina. The Sunrise Kiwanis host this annual downtown event. Sign up for the 5K or the 10K or the 5K walk or the 5K walk or the 1 mile fun run. And you can register prior to April 9th, which was sometime last week. And you can't register prior to April 9th because that was a long time ago. Anyway, you can also get more information by visiting sunrisekiwanisonline.org, sunrisekiwanisonline.org. And that's this Saturday, 9 a.m., downtown Goldsboro. Oh, boy.
Oh boy, and hoping for great weather for that, and then that leads right into that afternoon is the Three Eagles Beer Festival.
There you go.
That the show has been covering leading up to it, but it's the second annual. There's going to be over 40 different craft beers down at Cornerstone Commons. Cornerstone Commons, if you've not been down there recently or you've not looked down on the ground, you will see the markers that are in the ground, and these represent the Cornerstone Award recipients. We've got a great partnership with the City of Goldsboro and the Chamber. Every year, that's our big recognition, is the Cornerstone recipient.
Yes, it is.
And so it's quite a walk as you walk around to look. Some of these individuals have since passed, and many are still walking among us here in Wayne County and continue to do great work. So neat little spot in downtown.
It is. It's a great spot, and they're going to have the Three Eagles Beer Festival will be at that location this Saturday afternoon, with VIP scheduled at 1 o'clock, and then the open to the public, the general public, at 2 p.m. And it's just going to be a great event.
Yes.
All right. Also, and yes, there's more. Today is the 14th. Pardon me. Today is Dictionary Day. Don't ask me how to spell it.
Did you know that
Pardon me.
Rotarians pass out dictionaries? The Goldsboro Rotary Club, we give a dictionary to every second grader in Wayne County.
That is
public
fantastic.
and private schools.
That is fantastic.
Random fact.
Random fact. That's a random fact. R-A-N-D-O-M. Random. R-A-N-D-U-M-B. Random.
Stop.
Okay. Okay.
What'd you call
Also, all right, what? Today is Celebrate Teen Literature Day.
Okay.
It is also International Moment of Laughter Day. And it's National Dolphin Day.
Aw.
So tickle a dolphin, make him laugh. Coochie, coochie, coochie. Anyway, that's that. We're going to go to our interview now. Okay? Can we do that?
That'd be great.
We'll be back.
Today we're talking to the gentleman here at the Wayne County Public Library. His name is Dewey Decimal, and he is with us today. Come around, Mr. Decimal, would you walk out? Come around here. Stop working. Stop what you're doing. Actually, we're talking to a fellow by the name of Heath Radford. Heath, how you doing?
Doing well.
That's good. Good to see you. Notice he's dressed in black, and he does that so he can hide them on the books, right? Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What do you do here at the library?
I am the reference librarian out here.
Okay, and what does that mean?
Well, as a reference librarian, where we have other departments that go and help check out books and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Our job is to actually help get the books and also provide programs that are able to help different patrons in our community.
When I was in grade school, I worked in the library, and I worked in the reference department, and it was always just encyclopedias and stuff. Mm-hmm. How's that changed?
We've definitely expanded more since then. We still keep our encyclopedias, as you see over here, but we've also expanded into more digital content, such as ebooks, e-magazines, even some e-audiobooks. Mm-hmm. We've also branched out into more technology as well with our public access for computers, even our new scanner and our new copier as well.
Oh, okay. You have a new scanner.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And how does that work? People. Is it for the public who needs something scanned? It just.
Oh yeah. Our scanner is for people.
Oh yeah. Just answer the question.
Yeah. With our scanner, we actually have where when patrons need to come in and send like maybe an important document
Mm-hmm.
or maybe even a job application, they can come in, fill out their paperwork, and then they can use our scanner, which also has an email address as well,
right,
that they can use to actually send it to themselves or
straight from the scanner.
Straight from the scanner.
That's
so that
nice.
all they have to do is attach their file.
It has changed a little bit, hasn't it?
Oh yeah,
You keep growing, you keep getting bigger, and there's more things to do in the reference department.
Oh yeah, there's always something we're doing here in reference. We even have started expanding more of our displays to do more of a nonfiction reader's advisory so that people can see, hey, we have so many materials in nonfiction that are really good, and hopefully, we've seen kind of a growth with that as patrons walk by and go, I didn't know they had this in nonfiction, and they go and pick it up, and so.
What is it? You're talking about what, like bonsai plants? Are you talking about fixing your car?
We try to do different ones that like match different themes. Like over in our corner over here, we have where this month is National Poetry Month, and to kind of correlate with Wayne County Reads as well. Right. And then we've also got the Apple versus FBI situation that's happened in recent news. Yeah, we've actually created a display that goes over recent news stories. They're either local, state, or federal, and we kind of pull materials that kind of match that topic so people can kind of get both sides of it.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That Apple versus the FBI thing was very interesting. Of course, that's been settled now when the FBI went to another country to get the answer to their problem. But all of that could have been avoided. We're not going to get into that right now. So what we're talking about the library reference department here. Now you've got some events coming up here. Tell me about what's going on.
Oh, we've got some great stuff coming up. Currently with our health and our legal librarian, she's actually working on a couple programs coming up. One of them is the virtual law clinic she's got, where we're actually talking with law experts to help people with like healthcare power of attorney, and also custody agreements. And so she's going to have people that are on the computers that are actually going to be speaking to patrons through like Skype and webcam programs, talking about, here's the kind of forms you would need and some of the advice that they can get as well.
Will they be covering wills?
I'm not fully sure on that, but if that's something, that seems to be a topic that we need, we can actually try to create a session on that.
How about that? Well, that would be a good, I always said that where there's a will, there's a beneficiary. I always said that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What? Okay. What else you got?
We've also got, with our health series this month, we're doing a Living with Type 2 Diabetes series, where people can come in and learn about the diagnosis, the symptoms of Type 2 diabetes. They actually can talk with health professionals around the county who actually specialize in the diabetes and everything. We've actually got coming up a research program where people can actually learn how to research different resources to help with living with diabetes as well.
Now, when are all these taking place? Or how do we find out when they're taking place?
Right now we've got them happening through April through May, and for specific dates you can actually go to our library's website. We actually have a calendar listed as well. Also our reference staff, part of our job as well is when people call to ask about upcoming programs, we actually have a list where we can say, hey, okay, so you're wanting to come to this legal clinic, we've got this in May, here are the dates and the time for it.
Okay, very good. So is that website, is that still WCPL.org?
Yep, we've actually renovated it recently to come up with new resources and
put in new sinks, right?
Yeah, we've even added.
That's renovation, I mean.
Oh yeah, we've pretty much got expanded our collections on there as well to where we've included more local resources. We've also expanded to come up with more resources that can appeal to a more of a wide range of patrons as well.
Okay, so it's WCPL.org, and you can also get to that site by going to waynegov.com, but there's more steps involved. So go to WCPL.org. That's the easiest way, right? What's the phone number here?
Our phone number is 919-735-1824.
Okay. Now, as reference librarian, is there a common question you get most often, or what do people ask you when they come to the library?
A lot of the times when they come in, they're searching for information, and our job is not just to find the answer for them, but find the correct answer for them. Because a lot of the times people come in and say, well, I found this on this site and it's saying this, and so we have to go through, show them how the website may not be fully correct, and we have to show them a correct resource that would give them the right information.
You mean the internet is not always 100% correct?
I know, right?
Really? It's amazing. What are you going to... Somebody call a cop. No, wait a minute. Never mind that. So they will ask you questions of something they found on the internet. Yep. And that's not always true.
Yeah, sometimes we'll get that, and so our job is to evaluate that and go, okay, well, what site did you get this from, and to kind of instruct them as well. Another thing that we do is some instructional work as well. When we have patrons who come in, they don't really have a lot of tech knowledge, and they're trying to go online to maybe do an application, or they're trying to go online and maybe fill out some paperwork that they have to do. And so they come to us, and so our job is to kind of instruct them and say, hey, all you have to do this is click over here,
right?
Or,
that's a very good point. I want you to drive that home. Pardon me. People come to the library. People may not come to the library because they don't know how to use the facility. They don't know how to use, pardon me, some of the computers that are set up here, how to use a scanner. And you can help them with that.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely here to help as much as we can with the technology and different things here. One of the things we also do as well, every other month we do a computer course called ABCs of Computers.
Okay.
Where patrons can come in from 6 to 8 usually on a Monday. They can come in and they can learn about how to turn on a computer, how to use a mouse, a keyboard, how to open up a program. So that way when they leave the class, they have a better understanding of knowing how to use a computer, and it's not as frightening to them.
A lot of times, well, that works so much better because some people can't pick it up out of a book.
Yeah.
They have to see it and follow, and then they can do it. It's easier for them that way.
Yeah, and one of the things we do as well is we try to do it at a slow pace and make sure everyone's on the same level.
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes when there's a classroom environment, some people get left behind, and we always try to make sure on different sections go, hey, is everybody good before we go on to this section? And if no one, if someone doesn't, is not really caught up on that, we can actually do little bit one-on-one with them on that as well. If they can't make the class, we actually can schedule what's called a book a librarian, where you get one-on-one time with one of our reference staff, and we can actually, like I said, do that one-on-one appointment between Monday and Thursday from 2 to 6. The only thing we ask patrons is to give us at least 2 days in advance.
Wow. Now, how difficult is it to get a library card so you can do all this stuff?
It's actually very simple.
No, is it really?
With the library card, all you would need as an adult, you just need a photo ID with your current Wayne County address on the front.
Okay.
If you've recently moved, all we would need is that photo ID, and then we would need a current piece of postmark mail that's got your name with the Wayne County address.
Maybe a power bill or a water bill or something like that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Something, as long as it's got your name and that address on the front, we usually can take that.
Okay, very good. All right, that is rather simple, isn't it? And what's the phone number here again?
919-735-1824.
Do you have anything that helps memory?
That helps memory.
You got a book on memory.
Let's see, that should be around our 600 section.
600.
Back. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, I
usually
used
like
to.
Our health section right there. At the beginning.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I used to have books on memory, but I can't find them. I forgot where I put them.
Oh, no. Well, we might need to go help you with that.
Heath Radford is the reference librarian here at the Wayne County Public Library at 1001 East Ash Street. That's the main library. There's several in the county. And we'll ask that you attend them all.
Yes, we would love to have you.
Yeah. All right. What are the hours here?
The hours here are Monday through Thursday from 9 to 9. And then Friday and Saturday, we have them from 9 to 5:30.
Okay. Very good. And you're closed on Sunday?
Yes.
Yes, you are. And that's fine. That's okay. Heath, thank you very much for speaking with us today. All right. Today we're talking with Jessica Strickland, the horticulture agent for the Cooperative Extension Service here in Wayne County. And wow, what a beautiful day. I love this weather.
Yes, it's great. Spring's getting here.
Yeah, well,
yes.
The calendar says it's here, but
That's
man,
right.
we've had some cool weather here lately.
Yeah, we've had some very strange weather.
And we want to talk on several topics today,
Yes.
but where do we start?
I wanted to start letting know since April is usually the big gardening month for a lot of people. We've got a lot of events happening, and our Master Gardeners are involved in a lot of different community events where people can get help with their gardening questions and such.
Right.
So I want to share some of the things that will be happening through the rest of April coming up.
Okay, what's going on?
The big event we have is April 23rd on a Saturday here at our office. We've got our big garden festival and plant sale. We always have an annual plant sale. This time we're expanding it so it's more of a festival that we're going to have demonstrations on herb gardening, fairy gardening, which if you're familiar with fairy gardening, where they use the little miniature little decorative items and such and so forth, has become very popular. So one's going to be demonstrating fairy gardening. Also, we've got basic gardening tools. We've got kids activities. Volunteers are there to answer questions. But then too, you can buy plants. The tree, shrubs. There's going to be vegetable transplants. They've got some great tomatoes and peppers that'll be ready to transplant by that time into your garden. So we encourage everybody to come out April 23rd. Our doors open at 9 a.m. and we stay open till noon.
Now that's here at Wayne Center?
It is here at the Wayne Center.
Here at the Wayne Center, April 23rd.
Yes.
That's a Saturday.
Yeah, so we're very excited. It's our big event of the year, so we're very excited and encourage everybody to come out.
All right.
Yes.
We're talking with Jessica Strickland of the Cooperative Extension Service, and we're here at Wayne Center. And what do we want to talk about?
Also, our Master Gardeners are going to have Ask the Master Gardener booth at several events coming up. Next weekend, it's going to be April 16th and 17th at the Home and Garden Show at the fairgrounds. They will be out there with a booth and be there to answer questions as people come through, so you can stop by and talk to them and get your questions answered, or pick up some publications or even some soil sample kits.
Great.
So they'll be out there, and then too, they're also going to be at their gardens that they have at the fairgrounds, providing some demonstration on how to prepare raised beds and so forth for a vegetable garden. And so they'll be out there to help, where you can see and talk to them about how to set up a raised bed.
I know the last couple of years at the fair, during the Wayne Regional Agricultural Fair, there have been some great displays of raised beds.
Yes.
And other things. It's some fantastic, and they apparently it's easy to grow things in a raised bed.
Yeah, so if you come out the Home and Garden Show It's at the fairgrounds. You come out to that and go by those gardens. It's a great chance to talk to them and see the gardens as they're getting ready to start them. Where normally in the fall at the fair, we see it when everything's happening.
And so when does it start, the home garden?
It starts 10 o'clock on Saturday. It's 10 to 5, I believe, on Saturday, and then Sunday 1 to 5. But the Master Gardeners will be out there Saturday 10 to 2 with the demonstration part.
All right, now what day is that?
It's April 16th and 17th. It's a Saturday and Sunday.
April 16th and 17th, this Saturday and Sunday. And then the following week is the plant sale.
Yes, then we have our plant sale the following week, and then the weekend after that, we have Master Gardeners that are going to be out answering questions. Every year they go out to the Air Force Base whenever they open up their garden center at the Air Force Base each spring.
Right.
So they'll be out there April 30th from 11 to 1 if you're on base, and you can stop by and, again, ask them questions and get help. So they're very, very active this time of year. There's a lot of opportunities to run into them, ask questions, and even Sunday, May 1st, they're out with the Wayne County Reeds Festival at Herman Park. And they'll be out there to answer questions also.
Busy group of people. Now, what if you just can't run out and run into these people or meet these people? How do you get a hold of them?
We do have our plant clinic that's open. It opened this past Monday. We have volunteers, and they're trained volunteers. They're there to answer your gardening questions, and they're in our office from Monday and Wednesday. I need to reword that.
Monday and Wednesday.
Monday and Wednesday, 2 days a week, and 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. There's 2 or 3 volunteers there that are available to answer your gardening questions. You can call them, email them, stop by the office. They're located in one of the rooms in our office.
Which is at the corner of George and Chestnut Street. Okay, the phone number is?
The phone number for the plant clinic is 919-731-1433.
731-1433.
Yes.
Now, what if you have a problem to arise and you can't reach them, you can't get them on the phone? What do you do?
You can contact our office. Our office number is 919-731-1520.
Okay.
Yes.
Does the plant clinic have an answering machine?
They do, and that's a great way that you can call that 731-1433, leave a voicemail, and when they come in, that's part of their procedures. They check the voicemail and answer those questions. So you can call them
24/7.
Exactly.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or is it the other way around? 7 hours a day, 24 days a week.
Yes, so it's a great way that you can leave a message, call back, or you can email them. It's master.gardner@waynegov.com.
Master.gardner at waynegov.com.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, and so you can leave an email. Sometimes that's a great way if you got to take a picture to show what's happening.
Well, that's a good
idea. That you can send it via email too. So it's a great way to, even if you just want information. It's not necessarily that you got a problem. It's just if you want information for gardening. You're getting ready to start a vegetable garden, or you need soil sample, soil tested. You can pick up soil sample boxes from them too.
And right now, soil testing is about to become free again.
It is free now.
It is free now?
Yes,
Okay.
April 1st it was free. And it's free through up until Thanksgiving.
Up until Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So it's a great time to go ahead and test your soil. It may be a little late for this growing season.
But you can still go ahead, and it helps you start planning fall into next year. And even too, I tell people it's always a work in progress with your soil anyway. So anytime you get a soil test is always a good time.
Okay. We're talking with Jessica Strickland of the Cooperative Extension Service. I wanted to ask you, we've had some cold weather here lately. The temperature's getting down below freezing. And people are concerned because suddenly their azaleas are dying and the dogwoods are fading. And so what's going on?
We've had some unusual weather. I think all of us were very excited that it warmed up early and quick. And we were seeing 70 degrees and it was very warm, and everything started blooming really at almost the same time, it seems like. Our Radford pears, azaleas, red buds, dogwoods, everything started blooming. Unfortunately, everybody was a little skeptical that it was early, and would we get a late freeze or a late cold snap, and that's happening.
We did.
Yes, we did, and then there's another one expected, so we got kind of a double dose of it in 1 week, and it did affect a lot of plants. I know personally I had red buds that the new young tender growth was affected, turned brown. Some people said azaleas. We've heard about Japanese maples, crepe myrtles, pecans, blueberries, strawberry. All of those are a major concern, especially with the ones with the fruit products coming off that. There's a concern of, would that affect the fruit and the harvest later on, possibly. So it's And it's one of those, we've had some questions of what can I do to help now after it's already happened.
Yeah.
There's not a lot that can be done, unfortunately. It's really just kind of wait and see. The big thing we tell people is trying to do something to fix the problem is going to cause more harm than good. So don't try to fertilize extra. Don't try to prune it out. Just kind of give the plant a chance. A lot of these trees actually have a really good backup system. They've got stored energy, and they're going to pump out some more leaves. And you might have lost the flowering for that time, or some of our fruit could be like pecans were tasseling out for pollination. We could have less pecans possibly, but
at the same time, though, Jessica, many times that if that bud hasn't opened, then it's okay.
That's right.
Many times,
and that's what's hard to know. It's hard to know for sure until later on as to how cold was it and how long it was that cold temperature play roles in it. Some people are in little microclimates where like the roses behind us look fine. I know other people, their knockout roses might not have looked so great. So it's tough to say. It's one of those, it's really a wait and see game.
So the best thing to do is just wait. Don't do anything.
Yeah, don't do anything.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay, so if we have another freeze, and it's not April 15th yet, but even though it may become April 15th, that's only an average date.
That's
it may freeze again after that.
It could, yes. And
so in preparation of, if we have new flowers and new growth to bud out, what do we do to protect our flowers and plants? Is there anything we can do?
There is a few things you can do. If there's some of your plants that, you might not be able to cover every plant, but if you've got blankets or old bed sheets and you want to cover those plants, the ones that you want to try to protect the most and kind of pick and choose which ones to protect, cover those bed sheets, but encase it to the ground. Don't just throw it over the top, because your cold air is still going to get up under that sheet. What you're trying to do is kind of encase it to the ground, and so that way it's collecting the heat from the ground into that plant and creating a little bit of a greenhouse type effect. You want to be careful not to use plastic.
Do not use plastic.
Plastic touching the plant will burn it and cause more damage than good, so stay away from plastic. Your vegetable transplants, sometimes even online you can order row covers, that fabric-like material that can be used to cover your vegetables. If you planted tomatoes a little early, or the potatoes are above ground, or peppers are a little early putting out, then you might be able to cover and protect those still.
Okay, so I think that pretty much covers that. So just wait and see, and if we have another freeze, protect your new growth and your buds. Again, if the bud is a tight bud and is okay, you may be okay there. But
usually it's the issue of whenever it's open flowers or you got really young tender leaves that have just came out. That's usually a concern. But like you said, if the buds are still tight and closed, then that's usually protecting itself enough.
Okay. Anything else we need to cover right now?
I think that's the big thing, is we're kind of waiting until that April 15th. Usually everybody's excited with their vegetable garden and wanting to get tomatoes and peppers that we usually put out after that April 15th. And like you said, that's an average, as far as frost date. Doesn't mean that we could have a late frost, we just never know. But usually after that we're in pretty safe territory for the most part to go ahead and plant more of our warm season vegetables and flowers. And I know a lot of people have been very anxious to get their bedding plants and wondering where are they at in the stores and such. But the garden centers and everybody know that we're not to that point. We're too early yet. So they're, be patient, give them a little time, because I know they've got their flowers and everything ready and they're ready to go. They're just, we got to get to that point.
I know in the past I get impatient and I want to go ahead and put things in the ground, but just hang on, right? It's a little early yet.
Yeah, it'll get here.
Okay. These flowers behind us, what are these roses?
These are knockout roses we have at the office, and they were blooming early, and these don't appear to have any damage from the cold snap that we had.
But cold can damage them.
Yes, it can damage
these look
them.
Great.
But roses are tough. Roses are going to bounce back. They're ones I wouldn't worry about covering really, because they're going to bounce back and come back. Probably with our pavement and sidewalks, they probably had some heat to them to keep them warm.
Kevin Johnston shared some information with us and some insight, and he's had some roses that he had a pretty tough time with. He said they can't die. Well, I'm sure they can. But
they could, but you got to work at it a little.
You got to work at it, yeah. But these are tough.
They are.
They bounce back. But these knockouts, what's the difference between knockouts and other cultivars?
Knockouts are more of a shrub. It's kind of the newer popular rose. They're more shrub-like instead of your modern roses that have the 3 to 5 canes that have the large individual flowers on it. These keep flowering for a long time. They start early and they keep flowering on even into the fall sometimes. And they don't require as much maintenance. They're more disease resistant than some of the other roses. So they become very popular as a great shrub that flowers and provides some color.
For a long time through the
Yes,
season.
yeah, for a long time through.
And you don't have to go out and prune them every day.
You don't have to. Usually we say, to go and prune them back in the late winter, early spring, before the new growth starts. You can really cut them low to the ground and let them rejuvenate and come back, and that kind of keeps them compacted and tight, more lower to the ground, or a smaller shrub. And then you can go back about May or so and head them back just to control the size even more.
So we recorded this. Today is it's early April. So are we within a window that we could prune these rose
Probably
bushes
a little
back?
late. You can see the ones behind us. It's got a lot of leaves. They're flowering.
Yeah.
Probably a little late, but I would around mid-May, even to the 1st of June. If they're getting too big, you can go back and head off about a third of them just to reduce the size, and they'll still bounce back.
So it's a
and
little early
flower.
right now to do it, but wait until mid-May, late or early June.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what if you have knockout roses and they're not blooming?
Be a few things to check. It could be a soil issue for as far as fertility, needing fertilizer. A soil test would help with telling that. Usually that's the first thing think of possibly. Is that
So if they're not blooming, would it be okay to cut those back?
It could be still got a lot of leaf growth on them. You're going to slow it, delay it down.
Okay.
So it might not depend on how much growth you got. If you got a lot, I wouldn't want to at this
Wait till
time.
May.
Yes.
Wait till the middle of May or early June. All right.
Yes.
Jessica Strickland, how can someone get in touch with you if they have questions and then they don't want to talk to the clinic?
Okay, they can call our office at 919-731-1520.
731-1520. And again, the plant clinic here, you can call 24 hours a day, leave a message, and they are here on Mondays and Wednesdays.
10 to 1.
From 10 to 1. If you have a question about planting anything, about perhaps a disease you have found or a garden pest or something like that, then you can call them at 731.
Their number is 731-1433.
1433. All right. Jessica Strickland, the horticulture agent for the Wayne County Cooperative Extension Service. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. The show airs every day at 7 a.m. It repeats at noon, and then again at 5:30 p.m. Okay.
Okay.
I missed the trivia question in the first half of the program. The trivia question category for today is North America. Both North and South America got their names, North and South America, from what explorer?
Oh, good question.
America, North America, South America is named for whom? Well, it's either Mr. and Mrs. North
I knew you were going to say that for some reason.
or Mr. and Mrs. South. No, actually, the part America part is what's important here, but it's named for what famous explorer? Okay, and I'll give you the answer in a few minutes. He had a good publicity agent. He really did. Better than some others. But anyway, and you have to just tell me for whom it's named. They're named. All right. Coming up on today, April 14th, Disabled American Veterans Wayne County Chapter meeting today. That will be a meeting today at 212 East Mulberry Street at the DAV building. DAV building on Mulberry Street. Meeting is today. And also tomorrow, the American Legion Pork Chop Lunch gets underway at 10:30, goes till 2 o'clock. It's $8 per plate. And this, of course, at the 2973 Highway 117 South. That's the American Legion hut just down south of the fairgrounds there. That's tomorrow. Their pork chop lunch starts at 10:30 and goes till 2 tomorrow. Oh, I mean Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday. There you go. All right. What else do we have here? We did that. And let's see now. We don't need to do this. We need to do that. No, we have to do this right here. Don't forget. Today is Thursday. What's today?
14th.
It is the 14th. A week away from Center Street Jam kicking off on the 21st. 1 week from tonight at 6 p.m. The Mighty Saints of Soul kick off Center Street Jam downtown Goldsboro, and they're there every 2 weeks.
That's right.
Every 2 weeks. They're going to be rocking and rolling downtown. Hope you're able to attend. And as Kate mentioned earlier in the week, this is a family event. You can take the kids. What I love to watch is I love to watch the kids get up in front of the band and dance. They dance.
I know.
Oh, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, goes till about 9 o'clock. A tremendous event. And you can get more information by going to downtowngoldsboro.com, downtowngoldsboro.com, and I imagine the Chamber has some information as well.
Absolutely.
That is WayneCountyChamber.com, WayneCountyChamber.com. Anyway, there you go. And if you want more information, you can call either the Chamber or you can call Downtown Goldsboro, DGDC, at 919-735-4959.
That's
735-4959, and your number is 919 something 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 something.
734-2241.
That's what I was going to say.
And if you've got access to a computer, their lineup of events downtown for the Center Street Jams are on their website. It's on their Facebook page, and we've got it at the Chamber as well. And just, you know, it's a great lineup. And other communities do it, but don't tell anybody I said this.
We do it better? No. Don't tell anybody.
But it is. They're great events. They're family fun events. You can make a date night out of it, or you can grab some friends, or you can take your family out, and it's always a great time. So hoping for great weather every single one.
Every single one.
Every single
All right,
one.
here's the answer to today's trivia question. Have you ever heard of, well, let me give the question again. Both the North and South America was named for the same person. Okay?
Mr. America.
They got their, Mr. America.
You're welcome.
There you go. Got their names from what Italian explorer? Did I say Italian before? I may not have. But anyway, from what famous explorer? His name was Amerigo Vespucci. And it's amazing that we're not called the United States of Vespucci, but we're called after his first name, Amerigo. And as I mentioned, you know, why weren't we named for Columbus or any of the other explorers? Because Vespucci actually came along a little later than that, but he had a great publicity agent. He really did, and he knew the guy with the maps and all that. So, so when the guy that drew them, I'm serious about this. The guy that drew the maps, this is true. When the guy drew the maps, he put Amerigo Vespucci on the map. So that's where the name came from. It was the map maker who put Vespucci's name on the map that it became America, North and South America. Of course, later on it was called Idaho, you know, and other places like that. Of course, Idaho does not have a coastline. You know. That is wild. Anyway, that's
wild.
Just a little thing there. Anyway, is
Anyway,
that it?
That's it.
We got to go. We'll be back in here tomorrow. Have yourself a fine day and a fine afternoon, evening tonight. Tomorrow morning we get here at 7 a.m. Hope you're there with us. We'll be here. Hope you're there. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
This is Wayne Goldsboro Television.